losing sleep, what to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going on the world. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going. Stand strong. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going. Stand strong. It looks like we made it.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another Body Thursday. How is everyone doing? I was a little bit late starting there, but we got there in the end. Yeah, I genuinely just started doing that SpongeBob thing in the chat purely because I was like, I'm not ready yet. So let's just see how long we can keep them hanging. And you all got right on board with that. So well done, chat. As you can see, I am in my cozies this week because I've literally not even had time to get changed. It has just been like, baby down in the Lego room, shut the door, and that is it. So I honestly thought it was going to be way later, but yeah, we're all good. So I'm seeing lots of people starting to come in, so that's kind of nice, like giving everyone a little bit of time to catch up with the chat. But a big shout out to Gary, who has just subscribed. So thank you so much, Gary. Welcome on into this mad community that we are part of here. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you subscribing. And yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy what you're here to see. So who else is here? Mayo has come in. The real whole egg. How's it going, Mayo? Lego Team B, the legends. Woo! If you know, you know. And I think a certain Greg knows. And Ems is here, Coaster Breaks. Hello, my girl. How's my fellow Disney fanatic doing this fine evening? Who else is out there? Catching up with the chat. BKM's here. I'm not ready. I'm sorry. Oh, that was so much fun. I was just kind of like having a little snicker to myself, like whilst I was getting the Lego everything over to my table. I was just like, and I did have this picture in my mind of Mayo just going, oh, for ages while I held it. So it's just the child in me, obviously. But hey, Jared's out there as well. I'm ready. Everybody's ready. Let's go. Panfernuda's here. Aye, Captain. How's it going? Welcome on in from the purple side. We're obviously streaming on both sides this evening. So yeah, it's lovely to see people coming in from both ends. I'm trying to adjust my chair here, and I'm like, I'm going to end up catapulting myself. There we go. Go. That was a bit better. Madeline's out there as well. Hey, how's it going, Martin? I am good. How are you? And yeah, I think we're all caught up. So without further ado, hope everyone's got their beverage ready. That was the other reason I was a little bit late. I was like, I need a cuppa to get through this. And obviously not because of you guys, but because of what we're going to be doing. So as I already mentioned, I am like running out of sets to like build at the moment in terms of what I'm ready to build, because a lot of sets are going to be going onto the Lego World table. And as you can see, it is still under construction until I have more milk plates down. And I need to get this freaking mock here finished. So it's actually looking pretty good. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see? If you're a member, you'll have already seen some photos on the Discord. But let me just wheel on over. Oh god. Oh god. It's actually very slightly Discord. Okay. I know I can just get up, but let's just feel it. It's much more entertaining. Okay, so this is the mock that I got the instructions from off of Rubricable. So I demolished the original Disney Castle set and decided I wanted to make something else that will go into the medieval sort of world that I'm doing. So, oh my god, I just broke a little bit of it. It knocked off my boob. As that tends to happen. Not really. Okay, it's fine. I'll just click it back in. I'll fix it later. So, here. Whoa. So this is the front so far. This is the ground level all basically done. How awesome is this? And this has just been using parts from that Disney Castle set. I love all the little details here on this like outside kind of market stall. It's so cute. It's using the pumpkin piece, the sorcerer's hat, a cauldron. There's even like a little guy in armor here with a little kind of mini fountain. I'm being really careful not to drop this. And yeah, like even the back parts of it have like a lot of details, so it is looking so good. And I don't know if I can like, you know, very well show the inside without knocking things, but yeah, it's like there's like a little reception sort of area here. I'm trying to get the angles right. With like a seating area and a quill and paper, and there's like a fireplace. So, oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Ooh, over this side. But yeah, you get the general idea. It's looking so good. It's like, oh god, right. It's all falling apart in my hands now. But yeah, I am so happy with it so far, and I think it's just going to fit in so well with the theme of like what I'm wanting to do. So if I can just get that done a little bit quicker, that would be fun. But it's just literally trying to find the parts on that table. I've like organized them all by color, because that's basically what the instructions kind of advise. That's the only kind of thing you can feasibly do because there's so many parts. But yeah, it's still a bit of a nightmare to find parts. But it's getting gradually easier because obviously I'm starting to use up a lot more. So yeah, let's just put this back over there just now, and I'll just waddle over. So yeah, you can see my big fluffy jumper because it is cold up here. It is getting cold. Autumn has arrived. So I'm in my fluffy jumper, which probably won't last long because it gets warm in here with the computer on. So yeah, I think some other people have popped on in. Redmond is here. Hi, Redmond. How's it going? And oh, what's Mayo saying? Have you built Stitch? Have you built Wally? Have you built Minnie? Have you built? I've only built Wally. Better than any cartoon Disney movie. They should bring out all of those characters. That would be awesome. Or I suppose there technically is a Mickey and Minnie. And there's a new Mickey, but I don't know if I'm ready to talk about that just yet because it's just been released and I have things on my mind about it. Like, I don't know. It's just we'll maybe talk about it later if you guys remind me. Green tea and lemon at the ready. Yes! Everyone have their beverage ready for this. So, hey Chris, how is it going? Okay, so for this stream, I was just thinking I wanted to try and get some sorting done because it is just starting to get a little bit out of control. Or just a bit more out of control than I would personally like. It's probably not as bad as some people's, I have to say. Like, this is like my big tray of spare parts, but there are other smaller trays of spare parts kicking about, so this one can technically go in there even though that's like a built thing. There's definitely other trays of parts, but this is enough to get started on. So what I thought I would do is bring over my little kind of trays that I have with like really small parts because I can fit all of these on this table. And yeah, I just thought this was kind of a good way to also show you guys like how I sort Lego, but like my way is by no means the right way. It's just the way that kind of works for me. So probably a bit of a broken record to a lot of people out there, but I use the IKEA Alex drawers that a lot of people use, and there is a reason that a lot of people use these is because they're just really great for what we need them for. You know, I don't know if you can see very well from here, but like I think that shows it well enough. So they go quite deep, and also these trays that you can also buy from IKEA, the height wise, like they are just perfect. They're not flush, which is good because obviously you don't want them to get caught. And you can tailor all the different size of these trays to fit into the drawers. So you can have like just a whole drawer of little ones, or you could have 2 of these big ones that you can jumble things about, and I definitely do it that way. So if eventually like parts that I usually put in a small one of these, I maybe start to fill it up too much, it'll get moved into the next size one, which is one of, getting caught in here, is this one. So it's like double the size. And then obviously that would mean I would have to jumble things about in the drawer. So that is kind of how I go about it. These trays are so cheap from IKEA. The cheapest one, this one, is 25p. I don't know how that translates in other currencies, but 25 pence is like crazy cheap. And this is the biggest one they do, and I can't remember how much this one is. I think it's like £1, if that. So yeah, I don't think it's too bad, to be fair. So yeah, be interested to know maybe if people have tips or if they want to share their methods of sorting. Like, go for it in the chat because it might help someone out. So what set did you say was in the Remarkable Mock? So it's the first Disney castle. I believe it's set 71040. Not that I know off by heart. If I got that right, that's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's 71040. So the very first big Disney castle. Which becomes very apparent when you've like finished the build, I think, because from the images you can see like all the color palette and everything. It just screams that Disney castle. So yeah, it looks amazing though. So it can't have been up on Remarkable very long, because I remember not long after I got that Disney castle, I was looking up mocks for it, and there was only like the one for doing like the shop as if you were in the amusement park, and I'm just not a fan of doing amusement park style buildings or rides or anything for my Lego world, so that one never interested me. But then when I went back on it, I saw a couple other ones, including the one that I've downloaded, and yeah, I just think it's amazing. Yeah, it definitely does, Chris. I have to say. I wonder, I've not even looked. It did get officially revealed today, but I don't know if it's on the website yet. Shall we have a look? Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you've heard that. It's like burping away. Oh, what is it even called? Mickey something or other. I'm not even... So I'll say straight off the bat though, guys, I wasn't a fan of the original submission. I genuinely think it was kind of slim, in the nicest way. I think it was slim pickings for Lego in terms of like picking a winner, because there weren't a lot of submissions, if I remember right. Because it was part of a Disney 100 contest, and it was like whoever won got their set created, obviously. But I just remember thinking there weren't that many, or the other ones that were submitted, just like the piece count wasn't very much. Like they're very small builds, and yeah, I just, what is it called? Lego Disney Mickey 100 or something. No, every other set comes up but that. Does anyone have the actual name for it? Wait there. Someone literally just sent me a picture of them receiving it, which means the picture might have the set number on it. Oh no, it's not opening now. Oh, that's annoying. Right, does anyone have the set number? The magic of Disney? Okay. Oh, thanks, guys. Hi. How is it going? The magic of Disney. You can tell I've not given this a crazy amount of my attention because I don't even know what it's called. I'm always brutally honest when it comes to the Disney stuff, so you know that much. Okay. Good old Jay's Brick blog has the images. Whoop, whoop. Why is that so zoomed in? Okay, we'll use it. We'll use it. Right, let's have a quick look at this set, because otherwise it's going to be the elephant in the room, and we just have to get it out of our system, right? So let me just catch up with everyone. Mark's popped in as well. Hey, how's it going? Working on your Steam mock, no worries. Yeah, gotta get that mock done and on time. And yeah, as I said, Gaz has popped on in as well. Okay, so we're gonna have a quick look at this set that has just been officially revealed today. Yeah, okay, let's look at this one. So I was like, should we look at the original design first or whatever? But let's look at the one that has been designed. So 1,103 pieces, if anyone cares. Piece count, I'm just like, it's like a rough gauge. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean too much to me, but. Okay, so first of all, I will say someone from LAN sent me a photo earlier. I won't say who. They just got it today. They sent me a picture of them holding it, and the box looks small. Like, I was expecting this to be something like the size of like the Jazz Quartet box or something that I had the other week there, but it is like, I don't have anything as a point of reference, but it's not. The box looked like maybe the size of this tray, actually. Not big at all. So I honestly thought they were maybe going to try and build this like at the same sort of scale as the Mickey Mini sets that we got, like the big buildable Mickey Mini, but it's not going to be anything like that, I don't think. So I mean, when I first saw these images, I was like, it's straight away, surely everyone can see the same issue that I can, but I was getting loads of people popping into my DMs with these pictures of this set, expecting me to be like really excited about it. But my first impression was just like, what's happened to Mickey? What's happened to his face? I just can't deal with the face. That is my issue with this. He just looks like, oh, like I just, what is going on with his face? I mean, if you look at the original design, it's so much better. That is my biggest qualm. In the original design, he looks happy. He looks more like the kind of buildable one that we had, but just not like the Steamboat Mickey black and white version. I think even the hat looked a bit better. Like, the hat just looks lazy to me. Like, there's so many other better parts they could have used for that, but they've went very, very basic. It's kind of like, it looks like a blue witch's hat. It's not got that curving going in, and it just looks like someone's put a blue cone on his head. Does anyone else see that? Like, I like what the person was trying to do with the design and the sense of like putting loads of little stories from different films in. I love that. Like, something that they've changed is in the original design, instead of Geppetto, it was the Pinocchio minifig that we got in the CMF 100 series. But obviously we're getting Geppetto, which is, I love Geppetto. I think he's probably my favorite thing coming out of this set. Like, his minifig is so cute. Like, they've given him a nice torso printed piece. Like, he just looks so friggin' cute. Like, I think he's great. So him, and then obviously Lilo. Again, the original designer gave us Stitch, and we're getting a new Lilo minifig in this one. So that's fantastic. We're getting Bruno. I don't think we've had Bruno, have we? Did they have that in the new Madrigal house? I didn't buy that set, so I couldn't tell you, but I feel like that's always been a friend style thing. But yeah, we're getting Bruno, so I'm very happy about that. Belle looks slightly different to the one that we've had before, if we have had one before. Have we had a Belle before? I don't actually think we have. So she might be a new minifig as well. And she was included in the original design as well, which made little to no sense, but okay. Yeah, but then Simba, I'm like, what? Why have they done Simba in this style? It doesn't go with all the minifigs at all. And again, I feel like that's pretty lazy. I think that's them just using a mold they've already got. And the face doesn't look right or anything like that. The Sebastian and Flounder we've already had as well. Yeah, I mean, it's really clever how they've got, like, Geppetto is on his little raft and then Lilo's surfing a wave, like how they've incorporated those two characters in their story really well with the water. And I guess it kind of works with the mops because they're mopping up water, if you're grasping at straws here. And then obviously Sebastian and Flounder, but the really mini build of the Madrigal house is good. Like, that looks really, really quite clever how they've done that. But I mean, overall, you can see an idea of the scale there a little bit. There's like a house plant next to it there. But yeah, I just can't unsee the cone on Mickey's head. It's just, yeah, there's a better picture there. So you can see how small it is. And Mickey's eyes just look like he's so confused. He's probably like, why am I here like this? Why? But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Like, is it just me that sees this? Or tell me. I think I just saw someone asking how much it's going to be. I think it's going to be £90 in the UK. I'm pretty sure that I saw that somewhere. If that answers some people's questions. Yeah, I think they will. I hope there'll be a heavy emphasis on things like Pocahontas and Toy Story next year, though, because there is like an anniversary for those films next year. Like that's why we got the 2 Simbas this year, because it was the Lion King anniversary. But there is a rumour of a Lilo and Stitch house, so then yeah, we would just probably get the same Lilo. But that's totally fine, as long as they give us a Big Fig Jumba and a Pleakley, that will like make that set. So yeah. You think Pride Rock is the best part? Let's get a better image of that. So that's this bit here. I mean, it is really cool how they've done like little builds and made them look really realistic. So like the Pride Rock and then the Madrigal house, I think that's really impressive. But things just look all over the place because you've got this little mini scale Madrigal house, and then you've got Belle here right next to it with the rose, and it's just, I just don't know. I just think it's all very mishmashy. Yeah, I don't know. You love it though. I'm glad that people like it. Like, I'll probably still buy it for the figs and stuff, and like make some alterations to it myself, but ultimately I'll be waiting for this probably to get discounted. I mean, £90 is pretty good for a Disney set, considering how many new figs we're getting as well, but it ain't UCS Sorcerer Mickey. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I was expecting something quite big and quite like it's supposed to be the Magic Disney 100 competition winner set, and it just feels like it's like, you know? I mean, I don't think it's another reason I didn't really want this set sort of to win is because I thought it'd just go out of date, because this was for last year's anniversary, which is now been and gone, so it just kind of, yeah. Bruno in minifig form is amazing, but no other Encanto figs are minifigs. Yeah, they're all mini dolls. If Jang has the pink cone, Maxine has the blue cone. Yeah, Belle is new, so I'm like, oh, does that kind of, when does that mean we might ever get a Beast? Can you imagine a Beast Big Fig? How cool would that be? Yes, they are. They just look so droopy and so bizarre. I just can't. I know it reminds me of something as well, but I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's like, you know what it is? I think it's like Tom from Tom and Jerry. Does anyone else see that? The cat, Tom. I think that's what it's making me think of. It's a totally different animation. It's not Disney. £100 for 100 years. I was so sure it was 90. Right, let's double check if Jay's put it on his blog, because I just totally skimmed for the images. Also, it's $99.99 in the US. I definitely saw somewhere. Yeah, so $89.99 in the UK would be about right then. Don't quote me on it, but I think that it is £90. So, but yeah, maybe $100 for 100 years. Yeah. The eyes are derpy. They really are. Like, what's going on? Hey, Bubby, how's it going? Welcome on in. Which kit has more cursed eyeballs, Mickey or Chewbacca? I don't know who would win that, but I'm feeling very cheated with this set, I have to say. I just don't... As I said, I was already a little bit biased because I didn't want this design to kind of win, but then it was slim pickings. I don't know if there's like still the page with all the entries at the time, but there weren't a lot, to be fair. Let's look at, if it helps people like imagine, let's look at the original design and then we'll get to some sorting, right? And you'll see what I mean about the eyes. Like, I don't know why they changed it. Like, what is wrong with, like, this was fine. The eyes were fine on the original design. Like, he looked happier, and the mouth's different, his face is rounder. I feel like in the new one, they've kind of Mortimer Mouse. He's got like a longer profile sort of thing. And then they've curved the hat in this more, so it looks more like a sorcerer's hat. It doesn't look like a traffic cone. Obviously, they've totally changed some things. So there's not a magic carpet, there's not Aladdin, there's not Agrabah or Cinderella's carriage, and all this kind of stuff. But they went with like, they've changed quite a lot actually, if you think about it. They've changed quite a bit. So yeah, I think even Lego decided they had something they had to work on here. But I just don't think there's a, it'd just be so good if there was like a way to look at the other entries, but that's just going down a big rabbit hole, isn't it? So let's not bother, because it's not happening anyway. So yeah, see, I agree, much better Mickey, but the kit must be much smaller than the idea. I think it really is, because the original one looks a bit bigger. So when I saw that picture from someone with the scale of it, I was like, what? But then that would explain the price being a little bit less. So it is what it is, guys. Would people pay £90 for that though? Like, do you guys think you'll pay that to get that on day one? Because I know what my answer's gonna be. Okay, so back to the sorting, or let's start the sorting. So, what parts have I got in front of me? So just the smallest of the containers that I have. So I've got flower pieces, you can see here, and then I have one like stud pieces, which is actually a mixture of some translucent and fluorescent ones, which I might eventually filter out, because I feel like I use them quite a bit for some, or I want to use them for some scenes. So like you've got some yellows, some greens. Like greens could be quite spooky and like used for like goo and like algae or something in water. So I think that could be a good one to keep separate. And this one, I've got the kind of quarter, I'm going to say pizza slices. Again, you guys know I don't know the actual names of these parts. So little pizza slices and the, I'm going to say toenail, because I don't those share a little container. And then this one is the round tiles, we'll call them paracetamol. And the little squares as well. So the reason behind doing these ones together is that these could be used for like sort of tiling, like streets or brickwork or anything like that, and they take up a whole one space, whereas these ones kind of leave gaps and stuff because they're a funny shape. And this one I've got 1 by 1 like square studs. I'm losing myself in what I call things now because everything here is called something similar. And then here I have wedges, so just like little cheese slicey wedgy things. So yeah, that is how I separate these parts. Oh, and I've also got my 2 by 1 plates as well. Sorry, just totally forgotten what called things. So I might be doing this like a more difficult way in some people's eyes, because I'm basically looking for just the small parts amidst some bigger stuff. But it's just, if I tried to sort bigger stuff on stream, I would have so many containers in front of me because they're more sub-sorted and a lot of them have like their own containers as opposed to sharing, which a lot of these ones do. Because even though I have 2 Alex drawers and every single drawer is taken up, there's still like I'm like everyone else, like probably there's not enough space for everything to have its own container. So a lot of parts do have to share, unfortunately. So that was something I was hoping to kind of improve the situation on when I got like my Lego room built, but yeah, I would much rather. I mean, I could have another couple drawers under the table there, and then I would have 4, but that would mean that access to my backlog is blocked, and I couldn't have my underworld, which I would like to have eventually. So it's kind of weighing up pros and cons. I don't have like a crazy amount of parts right now that like I really need more space for my parts. So yeah, but I'd be interested to know from everyone else how you sort your parts. Like a lot of people want to sort their parts by color over part type, whereas if it isn't already obvious, I do mine by part type. I started off in my proper early days of Lego collecting doing it by color, but then I quickly realized why that wasn't gonna work. Really, just in terms of like ease of finding parts that you need. It's much easier to have them, in my mind anyway, sorted by type, and then if you're looking for a color, you know, the color is probably going to stand out because, you know, it's not the same all throughout. Whereas if you have a whole container of just red parts and you're looking for a very specific red piece, then, you know, it's going to be a bit more difficult. So that is my logic behind that. So yeah, never too old for Legos here. How's it going? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We're just starting on some sorting. Hey Nicole, how's it going? We're good. How many different categories do you sort your loose bricks into? Oh my goodness, Nicole, I was not ready for that question. A lot. Probably somewhere in the region of like, I don't know, I must have like at least 30, probably more. There is a lot of categories. And yeah, as I said already, I share a lot of categories as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy one to try and sort everything, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't control the ads. Should not be that many. I'm telling you that right now. I don't ramp it up. I benefit from sorted Lego for sure. Piece them color if more than enough of them. Yeah, like if there's like loads of a certain one, that I do have some sorted by color. So I think it was like a case of I went to the pad wall and there was like certain tiles or something that I was like, oh, they'll come in handy, I'll get loads of those, and now they take up their own like big container. So in those senses, then yeah, I definitely have some containers with by part and color. Whoa! Oh, yeah, we're already making quite good progress, but I can already tell I'm gonna. Some of these are gonna overflow by the end of the stream, and I'm gonna be like, uh-oh. I'm gonna have to move them into a bigger container. But yeah. So Gary's saying as well, sort mine by part, not color, if easier. Yeah. But I do envy people that can actually sort them by both, but oh my goodness, you must have a lot of space to do that. A lot of space. What is everyone's? I'm going to call it a part backlog, like, because it is a bit like a backlog because you need to go through it, but it's all parts. Because yeah, mine's is definitely this tray, and there's got to be more somewhere. You can already see some big parts that are quite. It's a bit of a shame they've fallen into here. It's got some animals. There's a goat, a little white cat, and a squirrel. They found their way in there. I'll put them here. I actually found Tinkerbell face down in there as well earlier, and I was like, oh no! How did you end up in here? Oh. It does get to a point where sometimes I'm sorting through things and I'm like, oh, I don't have a clue where you will go. There's not a category for you. And that's how they end up back in here again, and it just never gets sorted. One thing I will say, oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry, yawning away, is even though I put my round 1x1s, like sort them, the things that have like printed parts, so like the eyes, for example, or I'm trying to think what that set's from, I'm not sure if anyone remembers. Those don't go in there, they go in like a separate container of printed parts. I don't know why I go like that because they are printed, but yeah, so like, so when I say the eyes, I mean like these ones, the ones that go in brickheads, they go in a separate one. And the funny thing is as well, the way that I sort my Lego, if I haven't sorted in a while, I actually forget how it is I sort it. So for example, there I just picked up a 2x1 cheese wedge. And although I can see some in this cheese wedge container here, I'm like, is that how I decided to sort them? Or have I thrown them in there by mistake? So yeah, I can't actually remember if that's where they're supposed to go. So I'll just chuck that back in there. I'll put it to the side because I can see a few popping up now. Why have I got so many lilac ones? That must have been from a set. Like a nice pink colour. Just found like a bunch of them there. Who knows? That must have been from a set. No. Ooh, birthday tomorrow! Happy birthday for tomorrow, Liverpool, for Lego. That's exciting. And you're doing a Lego stream. Fun, 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 fun. What better way to spend your birthday than doing Lego? Honestly, I'm at that age now where I'm like, that would just make me quite happy. Not doing anything other than building in peace. Oh, Urban Lego Spaceman's here. Hey! Coming in from the purple side. I don't know why I was saying that. Thanks for coming on in. Not long started some sorting. I hope some other people are sorting along because, yeah, it's a good way to get it done, right? No one particularly enjoys sorting their Lego. So if we all do it together, we can get through it. Chit-chat away at the same time. Oh my god, Gary, that's really tragic. I have 6 bins to sort. Oh, 6 bit, right. Are they little bins, though? Are they, like, little small bins? Or are you talking about, like... That's bittersweet, because then you're like, I've got so much Lego, but all the more to sort. But, yeah, I think you need, like, a sorting tool or something. Like one of those things that sips the little stuff to the bottom. I need to sort my big bucket of Technic pieces. I dread to do it. Technic is so difficult to sort. Yeah, there's a lot of different Technic parts. There's some Technic in here as well. In fact, my Technic literally gets just put in the one container together because there's just so much. Yeah. But I wish I could like use Technic more, but I just find it so like, oh, overwhelming. And I think you have to build a lot of Technic sets really to understand how maybe best to use the parts for like mocks and stuff. Yeah. It is what it is. Have you got something in mind you're going to do with all your Technic, Nicole? Or how do you have so much Technic anyway? I'm trying to think what sets you might have told us about that you've built that are Technic. Or have you picked up loads from the pad wall? I'm building a mock, so kind of sorting through pieces to find some. Does that count? Yeah, that counts. I love how she calls them, but why am I saying it funny? Bins. How do you use it? Bins. I love how she calls them bins. Bins. I can't say it now. If I say it too many times, then it does start to sound weird. Bins. 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 Oh, God. Oh, right. I'm still working on the same little corner in this container. Can you see that? My lord. And I was like, oh, what if I get sorted through all of these parts and like the little stuff in like before I finish the stream? But I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Oy. Okay, here is something that people can chat away about. What is a good purpose for translucent or fluorescent parts? Other than what I've already said. So like, off the top of my head, I'm thinking like fire and stuff. But I'd be interested to know what else people can come up with for me. Because, yeah, I want to add some dimension to the mocks I'm going to be working on, and I think translucent parts and like fluorescent-y parts. And when I say fluorescent, I mean like, you know, like here we've got these like fluorescent-y green ones. They look so shiny in the camera. So yeah, give me some ideas. Ideas. Make some ideas. Okay. I am already very tempted to change this music because I think it's making me sleepy. Oh, you call them Tupperware. We have Tupperware as well. Tupperware containers. But you said bins, so what kind of... What was I calling bins? I was calling these containers. A bin for me is where you put your rubbish. Like, Americans say garbage bins. Or they're supposed to say trash can. Oh, I don't even know. All the pieces are leftover things from years of gathering pieces for future usage. They come in handy every once in a while. Oh, fair enough. Just wondering if you had something you were going to get all technical on us and creative with some mocks or something. You never know. Hey Tyson, welcome on in. Howdy, howdy. How are you doing this fine Thursday? I swear to God, if I ever become rich again, I am going to hire someone from the UK or Scotland or Ireland to read me bedtime stories. Lol, I love them accents. Are you trying to say I put you to sleep? I don't know how to translate that. Okay. Maybe it's the music. Do I need to change the music? Hoarders here, what up? Welcome on in. How's it going? Oh, Marcus hit us up with some ideas for the translucent parts. Okay. Stained glass windows, the blue bricks can be used to show the surface of the water if on the side and builds underneath, right? Lights and lamps with the orange and yellow ones. Yes, yes. So I've got like a bunch of these for lamps. Yes. I'm trying to think. Okay, people that do their own mocks or like altar builds that have water in them, do you guys think water looks better with parts actually like down, or do you think when people put loose blue and translucent parts, literally just kind of like this, looks good? What looks better? That's something I'm still trying to debate on with myself. Can't work out which way I want to go about it. So I do think it looks good when you have like the loose bricks, but I haven't made up my mind yet. So, because then you'd have to build like a ditch sort of thing to keep them all contained. So, yeah. Some bulk bins are rubbish. Yeah. Are you talking about if you buy them? Because then you just don't know what you're going to get. Trash cans. Trash cans. A. What is Grand Rapids? What is this? You have to tell me what that is. I have no idea what that is. Oh my god, I've not had enough coffee today. No, because all your accents are whimsical and it seems like you all and sing. I sound like I'm and singing all the time, does it? Okay, fair. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. If it's part of like a greater landscape though, so part of the like world and there was like a river or something going through it, that is what I'm stuck on. Because I want to have a waterfall coming down at the back of a cliff. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I literally can't decide. How cool would it be though to get a motor working underneath it to make it look like the water is kind of like rippling? That would look so good. And you wouldn't even have to do much for that. You just have like this Technic piece up on like a like this and just kind of go like this every now and again. Like 3 pieces. Just to make the water look like it's waving around. That would look so good. If someone can work that out for me and send me instructions, that would be fantastic. Okay. Okay. They're like, and they want something. I can't remember the words to that. How are you, Kale? Welcome on in. Ah, okay. It sounded like some fun water sport event or something. That's it. That's what I thought you meant. Right, that is a good point. Yes. Urban Lego Spaceman has cracked it. That makes total sense. So loose bricks near the bottom of the waterfall would look good, potentially. This is why it's great to have these conversations, because I never would have thought of it that way. The best waterfall I ever saw was done with trans blue chains by Joanna and Ollie. Looked amazing. Oh yeah, High Tea Toys. I'll need to I'll need to actually check her YouTube if it's on her channel somewhere. Send her a message. Maybe from a waterfall the loose studs, but you definitely need a tray type build to hold them in. Yeah, and they can be a pain to move and transport. Yeah, I think it would be worth it. I think it would work. And it would just, the thing is, I want to add a little bit of texture to it, because if you just have like a lot of laid down Lego, it just looks so flat and just, I know you can add a little bit of structure and height and things by, adding plants and stuff like this, but I want there to be texture throughout. So yeah, I'll have a think. I think I'll have enough blue parts to do it, because those are definitely a type of part that I picked up lots in bulk at the Pabble at some point. So because I think basically I started to lay down bricks, like translucent blue ones, as part of as an extension to the lighthouse, and it just did not look right. It did not look right. And I was like, oh, is it because I'm looking at it close up? Is it just kind of, because I'm staring at it, like it's just not. But yeah, I left it for a couple of days and came back to it, and I was just like, no, this just doesn't look how I envisioned. And I don't want to like show anything unless I'm really happy with it, because otherwise I'm like, oh, that's a bit embarrassing. That's not quite right. Yeah. But I'll have to have another look at what other people have done and get some inspiration. Okay, let me see if I have other music installed. I don't think I do. This is just too mellow. Typical me looking for music during the stream. What are we in the mood for? A little bit more upbeat. A little bit more upbeat. Rock Essentials? Oh my god, the first one that comes up is called Spoiled Brat. And it's called, the genre is angry. I don't think we need to, I don't think we need that. mulling about picking music for ages. And I think this is going to get us more in the feels for sorting Lego. Just make sure I've got the volume down, otherwise I'm going to blast you. And I don't think you would appreciate that very much. Spoiled brat. I should have listened to it just to see what it was like. Okay. Okay. That good? I think that's okay, right? It's got actual lyrics. Was that too loud? No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay. It's better than September Tears was playing earlier. It's a bit sad. But anyway. Right, back to the sorting. Is everybody ready for the weekend? It's just around the corner. One more day, guys. You got this. You got this. I don't really got nothing because it makes no difference to me whether it's a weekday or weekend. What are you disassembling, KO? Mosaic. Mosaic of what? Oh, another idea. You can use cheese slopes trans round studs to create waves and bubbles in a tiled surface to break it up and add texture. Yes, I tried to do that when I was doing the extension to the lighthouse, and I was obviously putting cheese slopes and everything in all the wrong places. But yeah, I didn't do trans round studs though. So I'll add that in next time. Okay, everyone, I have to go, but don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and support our channel, or you'll steep on a Lego brick in the middle of the night and it's really going to hurt, lol. Thank you, Never Told for Lego. Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening, rest of your evening and week as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I always forget to do the plug. Please remember to like the stream and subscribe. I'm really not good for doing that because I have a kid's sock in my... Okay, just put that back. Yeah, please like and subscribe because I always forget to mention that. And I realized this because I think like my live views are really, really good for these streams, but then the likes don't seem to match up. So I obviously need to plug it more. So likey the stream. Oh, maybe. It was actually really nice here, which I feel bad saying, but it's getting really cold. Is it wet and miserable down south? I'm sorry. I don't like the mosaic art, so I disassemble it for different art instead of making new art. Okay. I'd actually really like to try and do like a mosaic mock of something or someone that I would much prefer, but it's on the to-do. It is on the to-do with everything else. So much on my to-do list, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. No! It's not supposed to go there. Oh, there's that. Okay, Morty. Fluffing up. Okay. I'm feeling better now we've changed the music. It's a little less dreary. So I'm still on this side of the tray. I've like hardly... Oh my goodness, there's going to be so much in here. Which is good, but also annoying. I've got a lot of pizza slices. I don't know why, or from where from. Oh, another printed piece. I don't know what the words are saying, but I'm liking it. Okay. Oh my gosh, right. It's meant to be for Steven Bricktastic, so I'm in a Bricklink rush recently. Oh gosh, yeah, that last minute rush. I hope you get everything delivered on time. Oh no. Right. More pizza slices. The great thing is, once I have all these parts sorted, it means this tray will be gone, and you can see how much space this tray takes up in the the drawers. So it's just going to have like a knock-on effect of providing a lot more space. Oh no! Come out! Oh my god! I just dropped cheese slice, not a cheese slice, a pizza slice into this one and it just fell right deep in there. Right, there we go. Oh, right. We're good to go. We're good to go. It's a parts party. Parts party. Oh, lordy. Thought I was done with this side and then I just flicked a bit and loads more appeared. Oh, there's so many little ones. I actually thought I'd sorted through most of the little parts, but clearly not. Ah well. Ah well. Okay. Where? I'm definitely going to need bigger trays for these already. Like, look how full this one is. Gonna be in trouble. Okay, give me some more ideas for great part usage. Like, what is a part that people have discovered a really cool use for when they've been building something? And again, you don't need to be a mock builder to be able to pitch in on this. Like, maybe you've adjusted something, or maybe you've done a set build recently, and there's been like this part usage that you've went, oh, that's so clever. Tell us in the chat, because now is the perfect time for people to start getting ideas, because I'm one of these people that works best on like physically doing stuff. So if someone tells me a good way to use a certain part that I'm maybe sorting through right now, I'm more likely to remember it and then apply it later. So that is my thinking. I've got these little flames. Wow. I think I have like a whole container of those. Yes, over there. So I'll put them separate. Separate. I'm surprised I'm not sweating yet. Usually this is the point of the stream where I'm taking off my jumper and I'm like, maybe sorting parts isn't as physically exerting as building sets. I have no idea. Oh, I'm just gonna keep yawning throughout this whole stream, I warn you now. I'm on some new meds and they are just having all sorts of side effects, so. And one of them includes tiredness all of the time. So, I do apologize if you see my tonsils. But there is something that's always therapeutic about doing some Lego, even if it's sorting. Then you just feel a little bit productive, right? Yawn. I'm sorry. Ooh. Maybe I need another tea. Cup of tea and a muffin or a cupcake. Aaron was complaining the last couple of days that he really wanted he really wanted cupcakes. So he was obviously hinting at me to make cupcakes. But eventually he just made them himself. And he made pumpkin spice cupcakes. Which are not bad, actually. So he's been getting through them so quickly. So I've only had 2. He made like a batch of like 12 or something, I think. And I think there's only a few left in the fridge. So, yeah. Need to grab one before he eats them all. Okay. We are making some progress in terms of getting into the flow. This is why I find it really useful to like sit down and just have a sorting session, because I put all of the kind of parts that I'm sorting into in their place, and then just like muscle memory, I guess, I know where they are, so I can just kind of chuck them in without thinking too much about it. I'll say that and then I'll just suddenly slow down because I won't be able to find the the things, but generally it works. See what I mean? I was like, objects, don't I? Okay. Oh, everyone's moving too fast. There is one downside to junk building modulars when you don't have that one piece. It's fun to find a replacement, but it takes time. Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. That's why it's taking me so long to do that. to do that one. It's just finding the parts. I'm trying to be, in the sense that I've got so many ideas and I've just not been able to kickstart any of them yet. The one that I was going to start on was the castle, but I need to finish that mock that I just showed you guys the progress on before I can start it, because I'm going to be using the parts that are left from that mock. Because as I understand it, that mock that I bought the instructions for doesn't use all of the parts from the set. So the parts that are left will be used to go towards my own mock. So yeah, that's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would to finish, sadly. So I'm literally just building that as I'm watching other people's streams, like standing over at the table there working away. So yeah, but it's getting a lot more promising now that I can actually see a floor is finished, and the parts are starting to dwindle on the table, so it's getting easier to find things. Because at the beginning it's just like a whole pile of stuff and there's not even enough space to have everything mostly flat. So yeah. But it's given me time to think about how I'm going to do that. So I don't know if I'll get it done on time for Halloween though, which was kind of my aim, sadly. But I will do my best. And I imagine it will require my own bricklink order as well. So it always depends on how long they take to come. You know, any parts I decide I need that I don't have. But if I have more parts sorted, then hopefully that will be less likely. Yeah. I admire your patience to junk build. It takes me forever to go back and forth on the search for alternative pieces. I am in awe of your creation. Oh, that's so nice. Telling Mark. Mark's a fantastic mock builder, so definitely check out his stuff. I ordered another part door just for all the color of 1x1 round tiles. Oh my gosh. I must have a lot of 1x1 round tiles. I do not buy sets anymore. I only buy loose Lego to build mocks. Oh, that's cool. What kind of mocks do you focus on, Gary? Tell us. And are you just exclusively on YouTube, or are you also on Instagram? Because then people can follow and like your stuff. We like to share about each other's socials on here. Because that's the kind of community we are. Oh, Tyson's asking what junk building is. Essentially, junk building is using your own pieces to put together sets you don't own. Yeah. So, like, you want the random set. You want the small Disney castle, but you don't want to have to go buy it. You see if you've got the parts in your drawers and build it from that. I actually love when people do that, because obviously people will frequently swap out colors and stuff for ones that they have, and sometimes they end up with like something so cool. And I'm just like, oh, you wouldn't have thought to do that if it weren't for the fact that you had to, because you only had those parts or those colours. Yeah, I like it when that, seeing that kind of stuff. Okay, another pizza slice. Another pizza slice. Why is there so many pizza slices? That is definitely the most frequent one so far, I found. Oh, stretchy stretch. Can be different colours, etc. I've built 3 modulars so far using this method. So cool! Oh, so they would be cool, like the really, really old modulars that no one can get a hold of. Is anyone here from London? No, not that I know of. You know, you're looking for a certain Gregerson, I think, to answer any questions about London. Surprising how cheap Cafe Corner is when you're not all about being 100% correct to the original. Yeah, like, it's definitely worth doing that sort of stuff. I've done it as well, where you take out like the printed parts, you take out the minifigs. Oh gosh, what is it called? It's not. No, it is Rubricable you go on when you do that, right? When you put in the set and then you tell it to link to your Bricklink and work out the parts that you need and how much it'll cost. And yeah, I've been very surprised. That is the way to do it. Ooh, sorry. Especially if it's a retired set. That must have been so satisfying that you had all of the parts you needed. No worries, KO. See you later. Thanks for popping in. Mark, did you first try to stay true to the original pieces, or do you use different colours from the start? I always struggle when I try to stay true to it first and run out eventually. I stick to the original instructions and allow myself to shop my parts for creative ways to improve it. Colour is always changed if I can to keep it in theme with my friend's style. That would be so cool. So colourful. I'd love to see like a different colour of like the museum, because that's obviously like a dark olive green colour. So I understand why they made it a dark olive green colour, but I think brightening that one up could look pretty cool. Maybe like a purple or something. That would look awesome. The last thing I built was a big 4-platform train station. It was 6 feet long. Wow. Oh, that's really cool. What? That's crazy. What? You're doing the Palace Cinema right now, right? You have to send me pictures of that. I want to see pictures. You've kept that one under the wraps, Mark. That's really cool. That is so cool. Don't tempt me into something else. I've got enough to do. Oh, what is the yawn count? So I'm gonna have to go back and rewind the stream. Oh my god, how many times I've yawned. It is silly. Oh. Another wedge. I'm absolutely determined to make sure I get all of these parts, but as soon as I think I've finished this part of the tray, another one sneaks in. I'm like, oh, I'm not finished this part of the tray. Oy. Where do these parts go again? I did see one. So these are an awkward part, and I just don't know where to start them into. So I'll put them there. And that one is this one. Oh my god, couldn't believe one of the guys from a local toy shop was in Bournemouth on the weekend. His shop's the one that was selling the Palace Cinema earlier this year. What? Oh, so did he still have it then, or was it gone? Like, did we have it with him? Oh, is that not like one of the most expensive ones now? We actually have a friend who no longer works with either of us. He used to work with both of us, but then he got a job. He has a lot of the retired modulars that he's looking to sell. Obviously, they'll have been built and they'll be used, but yeah. And I'm positive the Palace Cinema was one. But originally we were like, yeah, we'll buy them off you at some point when we have money. But now we're like, it's not really going to be in with the vibe of the Lego world, so probably not. But yeah, positive he had the Palace Cinema. That's crazy. Is that one that you want to get, guys, or were you just like hyped to see it in the flesh? It's hard to see a lot of your sets, guys, from on your streams and stuff. Everything's very hidden from you. Okay. Lots of Technic pieces in here. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Oh, there's pumpkin. Pumpkin. I'm just picking at random pieces that I like the look of as well. Don't know why. I'll probably end up chucking them back in again. Another thing that I do that people might be interested to know is the 2x1 stuff. Or like things that generally would be used to like make maybe walls or something of a building. I actually just stack them all like this and store them that way. So I've got rows of like blue and like this kind of thing. And that's how I easier stack them. So initially I used to have them organized by size as well, but I think eventually at one point I was like, I'll just do it like this. It doesn't matter the size or the general color, because they're so easy to spot and they're so easy to take apart. So that is how I kind of go about that. And things like plates. So I just dropped something on the floor, it's fine. So there was a day at the pub hall when they had a lot of white plates in, and I was thinking, Winter Village, I need loads of white plates. And this was back in the days of the cups as well, but this would still apply if you were using the boxes. And I was like trying to stack as much in as possible, but also stacking plates together and then trying to take them apart is so sore on your hands. Like you can bleed from doing that. Like it's so, oh, it's horrible. So this is the way that I do it. So I basically kind of stacked them. Oh my god, white was not the color to use as an example. That's fair. Okay, so I basically stack them like this so that you can actually sort of peel them off without bending the parts or anything like that fairly easily. And it's a space saver as well. So you can see how many is on there. It's pretty crazy how many I've got on here. So, and that's not all the white plates I've got, that's just one stack. So that is another kind of tip. Yeah, Mark's saying he does the same. It's such a good like way of doing it. So yeah, if I think of anything else, I will definitely tell you guys. Because this is the kind of thing I find helpful, is finding out how other people maybe like store, or it's not even just always about building Lego. Sometimes I just find like, so if you want to start doing mocks or something like that, if the way that you store or sort your Lego is a little bit, it could be better, then that can hinder your capability to build things because you can't find stuff, or you know. So this is why I find it kind of useful to share amongst each other what we do. Yeah, and every way will be different. Like everyone will have their own better way of doing things. Just depends on how your mind works, I suppose. So, Palace Cinema isn't that expensive. It's relatively easy to find. Ew. You didn't want it, but now you have that. You've seen it. Oh no. Confirmed Maxine will rename her Lego city to Yawn Town. I'm sorry, Mayo. My sets are usually... Oh, okay, so they're behind the scenes, quite literally. Oh, Trev's here. Hey, Trev, how's it going? Oh, come on in. Saying hello to Team B, the legends that are. That is forever going to be how you guys are referred to. The legends. Legends. More cheese slices. Okay, we're about a third of the way through this sort of tray, I think. She says. Of the smaller parts, anyway. The smaller parts, even though they are technically harder to find, they're easier to sort with the way I do it. So, yeah. I ain't looking forward to the next part. Oh, that looks like it's part of build. It's gonna be falling in there. It actually looks like a bit of Rivendell, potentially. Let's just chuck that back in there. Okay. So much Technic. Where has this come from? I don't buy Technic. Like all these little pin pieces. You can get them in blue as well. It's a grey one. Where do they come from? This is getting so full. I'm gonna have to like flatten it out. Oh, I have totally missed this. Coaster Breaks finally published their first vlog. We'll all have to check that one out. I'm very intrigued. I love a vlog. I think they're probably my favorite video style to watch, just because they're more personal. I am very, very interested to watch that. I'll watch it tomorrow. Oh, my first big mock I built was a shopping mall with 24 floors. It had 2 towers, it had a fire station at the top of one tower, and a theme park on the... What? 24 floors? Oh my god. That sounds mega. Oh my god. It's very random. A fire station on the top of one tower and a theme park on the other one. Okay. You've definitely got me interested to see this now. Oh, that's so funny. What's Trev saying? Just tired. Full-on project started this week to create a new waiting area. Oh, sounds fun. It's very seems like a very interesting thing to be organising, Trev, a waiting room in the hospital. But yeah, hopefully. Make sure you sub and like the vlog, Maxine, please. I absolutely will. Don't you worry, Ems. I will. I will. Gotta show that support. It's so hard as well when it's one of your first things that you've posted, because it's kind of like YouTube doesn't like push you yet, like in the algorithm and stuff, and it's just kind of like it can be a bit of a slog at the start. It's a bit of a slog throughout though, to be fair, because yeah, YouTube is so dependent on algorithms, so if you don't post like consistently and all the time, it just pushes you right to the back of the line, so to speak. So yeah, stick at it though. I say this and I haven't posted in a while. Had so much going on. But in saying that, I've been doing something every single week. So the Lego room is moving forward. We are making progress. I don't know why I always say we, it's just me. We as a community for the Bonnie Brooks Lego room is making progress. So what I would love though is to get another shelf. I'm desperate to get those modulars on a shelf. I feel like this will be quite an interesting one for a lot of people to see though, because I finally got a Lego room with a massive table with loads of space, which is a lot of people that have like modulars dreams if they don't have that at their own homes, to be able to make a city with their modulars. And here's me saying, actually, I want to put mine back on a shelf. I don't want to put it on the main table. But that is because of what I want to be on the main table won't fit if I do that. So I'm going for the shelf city with my modulars. I am embracing it. Absolutely. As soon as I get a shelf. Oh, yawn 100 and something of the stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. So excited. My sister is coming to stay tomorrow. So I'm excited because that means she'll be able to help me with the kids, because on every Friday I always have the two of them in double trouble. She's also staying overnight. So yeah. Who else has siblings that they are close with? Me and my sister used to not be close though. Oh my god. We're still to this day, we're very different people. Like we have different interests. Like I've always been the kind of nerd, the tomboy and stuff. And she still to this day is like the, you know, the one that likes to go shopping and the girly one. I mean, I like shopping, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and as kids, oh my god, we did not get on. We used to quite literally strangle each other. Like, we just fought so bad. There's only 4 years apart. Like, there's not a huge age gap, but oh my god. Yeah. It's crazy how much we used to fight. People think it's just boys, and I'm like, no. But obviously we don't fist fight now. And she loves Disney as well, of course. Of course. She's Elsa, I'm Anna. Oh, that's a good point. I totally forgot about this. Yeah, it's Friday 13th tomorrow. How do people feel about it? I may have dodged a bullet, actually. No, I'm only kidding. I was supposed to be on London Calling tomorrow, but because my sister asked to stay, I had to message Greg and say, sorry, I can't do it now. But yeah, maybe that was a good thing. Friday 13th on London Calling. Oh my god. Joking. But yeah, mood spooky. Spooky, spooky. I remember like there was one October that there was like Friday 13th, and I was like, that's creepy. It's like Halloween month, and yeah, there was Friday 13th in there as well. Ooh. Right, so I read though that black cats are just they're bad luck in America, but they're good luck in the UK or something like that. I used to have a black cat, and she brought me nothing but good luck. So. Oh, you did so well with that, Trev. You absolutely smashed the views. Oh my god. I remember actually seeing you repost about it, and I was like, what? Seriously? And then I went on your thing, and I was like, shoot. I was about to say a bad word there. I was like, shoot. That's amazing. Well done, you. Very well deserved. Yeah, sometimes it's just an algorithm thing, and it's just like, it's just like, what ifs? What ifs? Don't eat any beads. That is true. I have thought that before as well, about, you know, you just see a lot of rooftops that way. Yeah. So at least if it's on a shelf, you're kind of getting the full frontal view as it was intended. I love Joanna's though, with all the light kits. Oh my god, it's like magic. Magical. Hi Tea Toys. Her sage just looks amazing. So if you don't follow her, subscribe and go and have a look now. Well, not right now. But yeah, definitely check her out. Everyone's gonna call in sick and work. It took me 4 weeks to build a Lego city and 1 week to take it apart. That is tragic. Yeah, kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? It's because the creative process takes longer than the deconstructive, if that makes sense. That thing about black cats is why there are many that don't get adopted, apparently. Oh my god, I hope that's not true. Are people really that stupid to actually think, oh, I can't have a black cat because it'll bring me bad luck? Oh, that's so silly. Although humans are silly, so I wouldn't actually be surprised. I had a black cat. I miss her so much. She died when she was like, we actually think she made it to about 20. She was really old, and she probably could have went longer, but we had her put down because oh, it was just one health issue after another. So initially she had like, right on her paw pads, she had like, she just kept bleeding, and we thought, oh, maybe she's just cut herself and we'll you know, we'll just bandage it and everything, but it just kept bleeding. Even if you put pressure on it, it would just constantly bleed. So yeah, they don't know if it was a case of it's hit an artery or something, just something that just won't clot. And she was really old at this point already. So basically, they said that the way that they would go about this normally is to actually like amputate the whole leg, but because of how old she was, they didn't advise it because she probably wouldn't survive being under. So they said the only other thing you can do is just rebandage her paw daily, to keep it clean, obviously. So that's what my mum had to do because I was living away for university at the time. So it's so sad though, because she just used to hobble about. Yeah, her name was Suki because she was such a wee sook, which is like what we say in Scotland for someone who's like really affectionate. You had a wee sook. Yeah, a black cat. So we used to say, oh, Suki's got a stookie, because that's what we called. What are they called in America? Or like in England? Are they called stookies? Like when you, like an arm cast. So we call them stookies. So Suki and a stookie. But if that wasn't enough, my mum wasn't very perceptive about some things, because I remember coming back for a home visit, and I used to always go straight for my cat. Like, my cat was number one priority. I wanted to see my cat. And she was just sitting on the edge of the couch, like, quite happily. And I just noticed straight away, because she was a very old cat, so she was like, typically when cats get old, they get quite thin. It's like cats and dogs are opposites. Dogs gain weight as they get older, and cats like lose weight. So she should have had this face like this, but one side was like huge, and like even her eye was a little bit shut. And I just said to my mum, I was like, "What has happened to her face?" My mum had no idea. She was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's swollen." And yeah, she had like an abscess starting to grow in her mouth. So yeah, I took her to the vet, and I won't bore you guys, but just like didn't take very much, and just went. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. So it was just kind of, and you know what was worse about it is that, I don't even know how this happens, but like you could see through, like right through. So it had obviously caused such a mess on her face. I remember thinking, oh my God, I can actually see through into her mouth from the outside. So it got to that point. I remember like when seeing that, I was like, this is it, isn't it? Her quality of life is just so crap. It's not fair. So yeah, it was one of those horrible ones where I'd been dreading that day for years, and just wishing and praying and hoping that it was going to be a case of she would just like die in her sleep one day or something like that. But I don't know if this almost made it worse, because that basically meant that we made the appointment for like the next day to go in, and we knew that we were going in to have her put down. And I don't know if that made it worse or better, because it just meant that I was up late the night before, like just holding her and just like crying, because I knew that like she was not going to be there in 24 hours. So yeah, that was sad. And my mum and boyfriend at the time came with me for support and stuff like that. But like my mum had obviously had the cat as long as me, and although she always stated she was never an animal person, I was thinking she loved, like she's even admitted she loves this cat. She's such an affectionate cat, etc. And then my boyfriend at the time had known the cat for like a while, but anyway, so I think they thought they were just going to come along, and I was just going to be in absolute bits, and they would be comforting me. But they were like in hysterical tears, the two of them. And my mum was like, I didn't think I'd be so upset. And I'm like, of course you're upset. It's your cat as well. It was just horrible. Anyway. All of this because we're talking about Friday 13th tomorrow, and then black cats, and I told you how I had a black cat, and this is, yeah, snowballed into this conversation. But yeah. And I've not had a pet since. Because, yeah, well, because I now have 2 pets that are like mini me's. A lot more work. But I think it's so hard to even think about getting another pet when you've had like that pet that has set the standard so high. Like whether it's another cat or a dog or anything, like she was just perfect. Could not have asked for a better cat. Like she turned people that weren't cat people or liked cats into people that like really liked cats. Like they looked forward to seeing my cat. So sad times. Sad times. Our old cat was called a snooty coo by the mother-in-law because she didn't like women. She didn't like women. That is so funny. A man-hogging cat. Cat knows. The cat knows. That's so funny. I wonder if that's to do with like guys having like rougher hands. So maybe it just preferred attention from men for that reason. It's interesting because a lot of like animals are the opposite way around, because I think it's like the deep voice scares them or something. So that's interesting. Must have been a very confident little kitty. I don't think we have a word like that for a cat in the US. Okay. So Stookie is like, is that a Scottish thing or is that a British thing? It sounds Scottish, but I've been wrong about this kind of thing before, so Or on the contrary, there's loads of words that I thought were just assumed were British, and then it turns out they're Scottish. So. Big Nate Brooks is here. Hey Nate, how's it going? Oh, come on in. I'm good, Bubby. How are you doing? I'm tired, but I'm hanging on in there. So I think I'm making quite good progress with these parts, so I'm happy. I will wait before I continue eating my bag of crisps until the poor cat is all bare. So sad. Which cat? If you're talking about my cat's gone, unfortunately. Or are you talking about Gaz's cat? Oh, so nice. We have to make the best choices for our loved animals as they can all. We always stayed with them and held them to the last point we could. Don't stop the tears. Doesn't stop the tears. Yeah, it really doesn't. I think it's what was sad about it is that because she was so old and small and frail, I just had it absolutely in my mind that she was just gonna go really quickly when they injected her. But it was like the worst. It was as if she was holding on, because even the vet said, "Oh, I thought she would have gone by now," but she was just kind of like, she was holding on, and she kind of, I felt like she was looking at me as if to be like, "Why?" But no, that's not what happened. Because I'd had like a pet put down before, just like a little 1-year-old cat, because he was basically just born with a urinary problem that meant that he couldn't pee, so his urine just backed up into his kidneys. So yeah, he had to get put down at 1-year-old, which was just horrible. And he went really quick. And he was actually bigger and stockier than she was, so yeah. Anyway, bit of a sad topic of discussion, guys. Let's veer on. Oh dear. Is that why the sightings are sporadic? Yeah, I probably should. I don't know if hot chocolate's a good shout, but I wouldn't mind one anyway. Should I go get a hot chocolate? Now you've put that idea in my mind. Never Too Old for Lego is back. Okay, you know what? Yeah, my tea's... I didn't even finish my tea. Look. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a hot chocolate. So let's all have a beverage break. Tea and pee break. So if anyone needs to pee or make a drink, go do it now. And I will put the break on. And I will be right back, okay? Okay, I've been told to turn off the break thingy because it's really annoying. So I'm gonna turn it off, but I'm not back yet. That is a new little break thing that I made, so I'm gonna have to adjust that, I think. Yeah, because I didn't think it would be that repetitive. But anyway. Do I have to choose between pee and drink? No, you can do both, Nicole. That is absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to check the microwave before my milk spills everywhere. Oh my god, I'm going to make hot chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate. Ooh, don't spill it. Oh my god, right. I was like, does my seat have brakes? Can't move it. Okay, I have my hot chocolate. So I'll probably just feel more tired now. Oh my god, it's so good. It is Wittered hot chocolate. It is like the best thing ever. It's the only thing that can beat Cadbury's in the UK, I would say. Oh. Oh. I did get that little bit of milk skin there, though. Oh. Don't you love it when that happens? Or lit up. I was like rustling around trying to find marshmallows, but I think we finished them all. Need to get more mallows. Only the essentials. So many printed parts. My gosh. My gosh. Oh, I found one of these translucent pieces. These are good for like making things like look like they're flying or in the air. Anybody need some money? I feel like this camera is better for showing stuff. Even though this is the better camera. Logic. Oh, a plate. Big plate. We like big plates. Oh, a microphone. Hello. I keep getting all these poo pieces. These are poo pieces, right? That is what they were designed for. Or are they supposed to be like... No, I don't know what else that could be. It's a poo piece. I just got that. Do I have to choose between pee and drink? Depends on your taste. I had so many people mad at me yesterday. I was doing a mystery build and I wouldn't tell anyone what it was, so they kept me leaving and trying to find what I was building. Did you ever divulge what it was? Oh, that sounds so interesting. Must be big. You're letting loads of people get involved. Ooh. See, this was just a very quick hot chocolate in the microwave, but I do have a proper coffee machine with like a milk steamer. And there's something about making hot chocolate with like frothed milk over stirred so much better. But yeah, I wasn't a bitch to that now. I know. I put that idea in everyone's head. Well, it happens. That's the other reason it's not as good when it's microwaved. Milk skin. Blah. What? Look who's here. What on earth? Come back from I don't know where. Hibernation, maybe? We're going into winter now, but whatever. Family Bricks is here. How are you, Matt? It's been forever. It was so good to see you in the chat. Oh my gosh. This is the first time you've been in our chats for Bonnie Thursdays, I believe. It's so good to see you. How are you? Chocolate mint hot chocolate is, oh my god, yes. You know what, right? This is the time of year I get so excited for going to like cafes and stuff like that because they start doing their like Costa and Starbucks do the signature ones all the time, but loads of like little own like small business cafes end up kind of mimicking them, which I'm glad about because I'd rather buy from small businesses anyway. But like there's the after 8 like hot chocolate, I think that Costa does, and that you get like a little after 8 chocolate with it. Oh my god, it's so good. And they do the purple Quality Street one, which is like hazelnut, as like a latte. It's so good. So good. I love those drinks. And yeah, and obviously they'll bring out like pumpkin spice and stuff. Usually, I know Starbucks do them. I haven't seen Costa bring them out yet though. So who knows? But no, Christmas drinks are always the best. So excited. But I'm also a bit like, I've got a proper coffee machine at home now, so I'm just like trying to not buy coffee out as much because it's so expensive. Like the price for like a coffee out now is just crazy. So I do have vanilla and caramel syrup to flavour my coffees and stuff, but I'm almost out of beans. I need to get more coffee beans because my coffee machine like grinds them and stuff, so I think I've got enough for one more coffee and then I've run out of beans. Oh, this has got the chat talking now. Hot drinks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, you've been very busy though, to be fair, but it's so good to see you. I was about to say up and about, it's not like you've been ill, but it's so good to see you back in the community and stuff and chatting away. I hope the family's good as well. And yeah, I hope everything that you've got going on is going as smoothly as can be, because I know you've had so much going on. Black Forest hot chocolate. Oh, it has to be well done though, because I feel like you can get some really minging Black Forest, like in anything. Black Forest is one of those things that's like, you can get it so wrong. If it's got too much cherry, then I'm like, whoa. But if they get the balance just right, oh, I'm with you on that one. Oh, yeah. The stream's got me all sorts of like hungry now. Okay, what's this idea? Do you have this overseas? They take a piece of cheesecake and put it in a blender, add milk, and add your favorite topping, and it's called a cheese shake. Wait, where are you based again? Never told for Lego. So who is overseas to you? I don't think I've ever seen that here. That sounds interesting. That sounds like it could work, to be fair. That does sound like it could work, so it doesn't sound that crazy. Cheese shake. That's funny. And yeah, big shout out to Trev's 10k reel. Whoop, 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 whoop. Everybody check it out. Oh, and obviously Chris is talking about building the burrow. Absolutely loving it. 2/3 in, it's near perfect. Thanks for asking. 2/3, wait, it's almost perfect. You'll have to tell us what you're not happy about, Chris, because I would be very intrigued to know what you'd say doesn't make it perfect. So I should send you some sugar beans. It's a local roaster that I really like. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. I know, I like to get like local stuff if I can. Rather than like, I never buy in the supermarket and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, I wonder where produces the best beans ultimately. Maybe Italy? Like Italian coffee is like some of the best, right? Intrigued. But Whittered hot chocolate is amazing. This is me still working through a thing I got for Christmas last year. So many poop pieces. Oops. Oops. Speaking of poop pieces, because the only other thing that they could be used for is like chocolate. I am so excited for the Chocolatier Bricklink set. I don't know if I'll be able to actually get it though. Sadly, I don't think I'll have the money in the old bank account at the time, but it looks so good. That is like the one set I really strongly want. Just looks so amazing. And I feel like that would have to fit in with like a winter scene, like a winter village. I can't even put words together today. But yeah, I just don't think it's on the cards. So sad. Disneyland, 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 Disneyland. Whenever I get sad about not being able to buy Lego, I just keep reminding myself, Disneyland, Disneyland, Disneyland. That is why I can't have stuff. Disneyland. Oh, so yeah. And then I feel better. Disneyland. 2024. So excited. I think it's the one place I can honestly say I would go, and if it was peeing with rain, I would still have like such a good time. Like, obviously you would rather it was dry, but I think I would just be too happy to be there. Like, I wouldn't let it bother me. So yeah, I'm excited. Excited to go with my girls. And then after that, the next holiday is Bricktastic. I'm counting that as a holiday. And that is going to be all sorts of fun because I'm going to get to meet so many people finally. So I am buzzed for that. Buzzed. And the deadline for registering for that is closing soon, end of next month, I believe. And that's just if you're submitting something, right? Because I can't remember. Have the tickets actually been on sale to attend that yet? I can't remember now. People need to keep me right. We are. Loads of us are here, Matt. We've kind of veered over to this side now. Oh, why can't you have hot chocolate? Oh, I couldn't not have hot chocolate. That's the best thing ever. Yes, get a tea break, Mark. Get a tea break. Yes, absolutely. Extend the experience. Dr. Horrible is here. Hello from Portugal. Welcome on in from the purple side. It always has to be said, right? Hello from the purple side. But yeah, thanks for coming on in. I need to mute myself on a different tab. Oopsie. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, that sucks for 5 years. That must be really hard to kind of have to deal with all of a sudden. Like, it's not something you're born with necessarily. That sucks. It's all for health though, right? And at least you know that you can't have it and something disastrous hasn't happened to tell you that, if that makes sense. Sometimes. And you know, we'll all be paying for it in other ways. Look who's here, my guys! Dan and Simon, welcome on in. Oh, I'm so glad you guys could come on in. I always get so excited seeing that yellow logo popping up. More Disney fanatics, just like me. But yeah, you'll have to tell us what you think of the set. The set. You know which one. You know which one. I am cozy. I was expecting to have had to take off this jumper by now, but it's not happened. It's a lot cooler up here now. It's getting pretty cold. So yeah, autumn is well and truly here, I would say. But it's all good. I love autumn. I really do. Right now we're in that perfect stage that I really love where it's like right between summer and autumn. So you're getting like still the sun from summer, but like the cold is starting to come in. So it's like those crisp autumn days that are still like mostly dry and everything is just pretty. So yeah, that is the stage that we're at the moment. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And obviously Nova thinks so too, because she'll just pick up random leaves off the ground and go, ooh, a nice coloured leaf. You could always sing in the rain at Disney World. They might hire you. I think they might tell me to stop. Oh, just Disneyland Paris, Matt. I'm not going to Florida. I have no money for that. Now going to Paris for a long weekend with some girlfriends. Very excited. Good luck with the Legos. Thank you. I did think about seeing if I could get that Chocolate Factory set, maybe try and animate the surprises and chocolate processes within it. But I have so many ideas and not enough time to film them. Oh my gosh, that would be Trev, I think that would be amazing. Genuinely, I think that would be a great set to do. I mean, you can always feel free to message some of us, like what your ideas in the pipeline are, and like maybe we could bounce back to you what would to us be more interesting. Because honestly, I think this set would be an amazing one to do. And is there not like a, or did it already come out? There was like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka film coming out. Did it already come out? Like the new one? I think it already came out. But anyway, even despite that, oh, that'd be so cool. Because it is a very like playable set. Like it's got loads of like movement to it already. So like imagine doing that in stop motion as well. Oh my god, that would be mad. It would be magic, magical. But no pressure. But I'm just saying that would be really cool. Got very excited there. Both the guys are in. I feel very honored to have both of you here. Oh my goodness. Are you guys excited by your recent delivery? You know what's nicer than a hot chocolate? 2 hot chocolates. Oh my god. Chocolate coma. Telling me to shh. How are the Fortnite sets? Oh yeah, you guys got them. I saw that on your Insta. I feel like the bus actually looks like the box looks bigger than what I thought it might be. So that's exciting. Oh, you're building them on Saturday. The big ones. So the big ones are the bus and the banana, I want to say. So you say when we are built, does that mean one of you is building one and one is building the other one during the same stream? Or I need to clarify. Oh my god, I really want the bus. Like I feel like I just want the bus. That is what I want. Battle bus, battle bus, battle bus. I want to have it hanging over the Lego world. It would just look so good. And then have like people like parachuting out. That would like so funny. Oh my god. Ah, okay, Gary. Fair enough. That's a shame. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What it is to be human sometimes, right? Oh, no worries. Thank you so much for popping in. Hopefully you've picked up some tips from this stream, since we've all been chattering on about how we best sort some stuff, and some ideas about using parts as well. It's been really useful, actually, in bouncing ideas. Okay, so Matt is well traveled, and he is now giving us the 411 on Disneyland Disney World. Disneyland Paris has the best food. Disney World Florida is just calories galore. Breakfast, chicken wings covered in chocolate and syrup. Oh, I don't even know. For one, I wouldn't even have chicken wings for breakfast. Like, even brunch, no. That's random. That's bizarre. I don't understand any logic behind that. Yeah, I have like a massive sweet tooth, but no way. Yeah, nah. Computer says no. You are from England. I'm from Scotland, if you're reading me, but just north of England. I will definitely consider it. I'm currently filming my animation for Christmas. Oh my goodness, getting a jump on it already. I love it, Trev. I bet it's going to be amazing. Everybody's saying hey. Yes, Simon will build the bus because he loves buses. I will build the banana because I love bananas. You guys are so funny. Oh, that's awesome though. I'm very, very excited. I will definitely try and catch your stream. What time is your stream again? I feel like some of us have something planned this Saturday. Mark, guys, remind me, is that this Saturday that we're having a little catch-up thing? Or am I totally getting confused? And I feel like it's at 6 or something. I want Peely. You guys are so immature. Chicken and waffles. Oh, it just sounds bizarre. I mean, in saying that, we have bacon and waffles. That's a kind of meat. I can just hear Dan and Simon sniggering away right now. Yeah, I saw chicken and thought it was the dinner menu, but no, breakfast can mix with chocolate? What the F? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be having that. It is, okay, well, I'll have the stream on for support and then we'll jump in as soon as we are done. Oh, sure. Because yeah, this has been delayed already, so we should really go ahead with our meat. Oh, that's so good. I'm excited to see what you guys think of the builds. When do they get released again? The Fortnite stuff? Is that October? To remind us. I noticed that the speech is British. Okay. I mean, there's a bunch of people in here that are English. Thank you so much, Matt, for popping in. It was so good to have you in the chat, even fleetingly. And keep in touch. What is he doing in the kitchen? It sounds like he is raiding the freezer. I don't know what for, because we have no food. What he's doing. Did I leave my door open? Maybe I did. Oh my god, these are getting really full. Oh. This one's definitely going to overflow with studs. It doesn't look like it, but it is very full. That's the best tilt I can put on it without it just pouring everywhere. And then this 1x1 plates is getting close to the same point as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then we'll have to upgrade them to a longer tub, which I wanted to source. Oy. I'm doing a Wicked live with Justin at 6 PM, then Fortnite at 8. Ooh, nice. Oh, so you better got the Wicked sets as well. Forgot about those. Definitely be interested to know about Alan's opinion on those, getting them early and all. Because yeah, I wouldn't say I am convinced. And I love Wicked, but yeah, I don't personally think they've gone about it the right way. Each to their own. Like, the brick-built figures look weird. I've seen a couple people comment thinking they look good, but I'm like, really? Are we looking at the same thing? Yeah. The sets come out in October. Ah, okay. So a couple weeks. Couple weeks. Oh, yawn break. Oh. Oh. Oh, another fern piece. I love the fern pieces. Which set was it that, I think it, oh yeah, it's the small Little Mermaid build, of like the Little Mermaid's palace sort of thing. That has like the translucent pink fern pieces. I think they're like my favorite Lego piece in existence. They are so nice. Very magical. Oh my god, so many pieces. So many pieces. This is honestly such a jumble. I thought there would be more similar parts in here, but it is every part type you could possibly imagine in here. Just shows you how much spares like add up, because this is 100% for the most part spares from sets. This isn't really anything that I've bought, because things that I buy from the pab wall basically stay in the pab container and I sort them straight away. I never have chucked them into the spares bucket. So yeah, this is exclusively set spares. That is crazy. And I did at one point get this all sorted. There's been a couple times this has been fully sorted, so. And then you always tell yourself, I'll be better, I'll sort it as I go, and then it just doesn't happen. And you're back to this again. Oh, so annoying. Why am I this way? Is anyone else quite good for that? Like, they actually do manage to sort as they go sort of thing? Has anyone cracked that self-discipline with themselves? I would love to know your secret. How did your passion for Legos begin? Ooh. I'd love to open that up to everyone in the chat to answer, if other people want to pitch in too. For me, it was, there'll be so many people in the chat that are like, oh, here we go again, I've heard this story a million times. But for me, it was, my partner recommended it because when I got pregnant, I couldn't do a lot of the hobbies I used to enjoy. So I used to like rock climbing. Obviously quite a physical thing to do that you can't really do when you're pregnant. So he suggested, oh, why don't you try Lego? And I'd never done Lego. I didn't do it as a child or anything like that. And yeah, as soon as he mentioned there were Disney sets, I was like, huh? And that got me hooked. And the rest is history, really. And now he doesn't really do Lego, but I still do it. And I have a Lego room. He has like the odd Star Wars set and Batman set, but I definitely take the cheese with it, most of it. So there's a lot of stuff that we both like, though. We both like Marvel. Marvel, I would say, is our mutual love. I like Star Wars as well, but I'm not as obsessive about it as he is. He's not fussed about Disney, whereas I am, like, obsessed. Batman, oh, there's just too much Batman now. And there's about to be even more because they're about to redo it again. So, yeah. I'd love to know about you, though. Dr. Horrible. Where did your passion begin? I always like hearing this from people because everyone always has such a different story to others. So, yeah. Some mola sauce. Use chocolate, usually dark chocolate, as an ingredient. Oh, that sounds so rich. Yes, I have. I do feel a little bit sad though watching it because I know that Dove Cameron, who is another singer, and she's amazing. She was in a lot of the Descendants films and stuff. She was like heartbroken. She never got the part. It was like her dream part and all this kind of stuff. Because Ariana Grande was always kind of a shoo-in, wasn't she? So it's a little bit sad because she's kind of lesser known. So I think it would have really helped her career and everything like that if she got the part instead. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah. You know, Ariana Grande is going to be able to ace that part quite easily with her vocals. So I'm looking forward to seeing the film for sure. Has anyone seen the musical, the stage musical? I have, and it's incredible. It's far too long though until the first break because I remember me, my mum, and sister went to see it, and we were all absolutely bursting for the toilet, and we just could not collectively hold it in any longer. So we had to get up, and we asked them at the doors, like, when is the next break? And they were like, after Defying Gravity, and we were like, we cannot miss the song. So we just stood and waited for the song. But oh my god, it was not as an enjoyable performance to watch as it could have been. So yeah. There's something to bear in mind. If you're ever going to go and see Wicked, don't drink a lot in the first half. because you will be waiting an age to go to loo. I agree the figs are a little bizarre. The faces, like the who farted look. I'm intrigued to see the build though. Yeah, I think they'll be, I like with most Lego that I'm always a bit like about from the images. It might look better in person. So that's why I'm kind of slightly holding judgment on the Disney 100 one. Only slightly. Like I still think it's mostly going to be like what I said, but you never know. I'm trying to think, there was a set that surprised me and it did look better when I saw it eventually in person. Which set was it? I can't remember. I think this wasn't the set, but I remember like the Batcave looked better than what I thought it would when I saw that in person. And actually Gringotts, I wasn't overly convinced by the images with the whole underground and upper level bit, but it looked amazing when I saw it in the store. But yeah, I'm trying to think what the example is. There was definitely something that just looked terrible in the pictures, but looked really quite good when I saw it, but I can't remember what it was. It's a mystery. Da, 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 da. Star Wars is Disney though. Yeah, technically it is now. But it's its own massive thing that will give it its own category. That's what I mean, like, when I said, like, I was the nerd growing up compared to my sister, because she wouldn't have even thought of watching the Star Wars films, but I did. I remember they actually premiered one at the cinema over the road from us. It was one of the, like, the prequels. Not the prequel, like episode 1 to 3. It was one of those ones. I can't remember which one now, because they had, like, the actual stars turn up. Which is really funny to think about now, because the cinema is, like, not in any way high-end. So I liked climbing the few times I did it, though I didn't trust the person who was belaying. Yeah, you gotta have trust. Yeah. I have not done climbing in forever. It's so good though. It's one of those like sports that's so much fun and it's a good workout as well. And it's something you can go and do on your own, or you can go with like friends as like a day out. Yeah. I miss it. I'm just getting really good at it as well. We will go again soon. I have a passion, and it's for pens and books. I collect both. You must have a lot of pens. The musical is pretty awesome. It's the soundtrack is amazing. I love the song "For Good." It's a tearjerker. It's so nice. We saw it with Rachel Tucker as Elphaba, and she was stunning. Oh my gosh, Elphaba! I just hear like Glinda's voice when she says that. Whoever is photographing the Lego sets at the moment isn't doing the sets justice at all. The decor is 100% better in person. Oh really? Oh yeah, because I saw you building that when you were doing a stream with Greg. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's all a tactic to kind of drive more people to the store to see things in the flesh. No, I don't think so. I have not been to the actual Lego store since my birthday, and that was July. I used to go every month, like at least once a month, and now it's, yeah. At least I have an excuse now, because won a voucher on Greg's stream. Oh. I'm gonna get my brickheads. Excited. Hopefully they have them in stock. I tried to get them before and they didn't have them. The inside out brickheads. Just to complete the collection. So many cheese wedges. Oh. lot of people that are getting a lot done whilst they're watching the stream. Or if you're not, that's fine too. It's a nice chilled one this week. Don't think I would have had the energy for anything more. It's so productive though, it's great. I feel like we should do more sorting streams. Oh, earlier. I just dropped it. Pizza slice, there we go. Can't stream right now, about 40 cops in my backyard. What? That sounds very Breaking Bad. What is going on? Oh, okay. My passion started in 2014 when I went to Lego Windsor, and at the time I was mad about fun fairs and I wanted to build the theme park. Oh, nice! Ah, so you started on the theme park end of things. I can so see how that would have spiraled, because you would have had like the roller coasters and things that like move. I'm very excited to eventually have something like with a motor in my Lego world. I think that'll just... I think that's what brings magic to Lego, is when you can actually make it move. So... yeah. So have you got like a little theme park set up now, Gary? I'd love to know. Brickman Mosaics is here. Hello. Welcome on in from the purple side. If you do stream, it will go viral. Don't encourage it, Madeline. Might get in trouble. General Buddy Bear is here. Hello. Welcome in. And Pikachu. Pika. If someone shrank to a tiny size and they fell into your food and you saw them, how would you give them a silly scare? That is the most random message I think I've ever read in my life. That's so random. Okay, speaking of singing, have you ever seen the show Shameless UK? The woman that plays Mandy can sing. I have not watched Shameless. No, I can't even say that. I have not watched Shameless. I live in a very bad neighbourhood, Law. The cops won't let me go in my own backyard. They don't want people to know how bad it is. Oh gosh, that sounds really sketch. Marty's here. Hey, welcome on in. That is such a smiley picture. Oh, wherever you are, it looks so nice. Nice blue sky. Yes, I also stream on Twitch, so I'm dual streaming at the moment. I'm still dipping my toes in Twitch, but yeah, I'll have more bells and whistles soon, hopefully. If the Fun Fair guys are at Bricktastic, you will love it, Maxine. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope so. Oh no, sad times, I missed it. Oh, I love that kind of stuff. That is just what puts a smile on people's faces, right? It's the theme park stuff. You have to admit, like, that is the stuff that gets people's eyes. It's the movement and the fun. Well, hopefully there's something like that, I guess, at Bricktastic. So the way you said that, Gaz, makes it sound like there are people that go to Bricktastic and display that have like very certain niche things that they'll come and do. So you said like the theme park, the fun fair guys. So there's guys that go and do fun fair stuff. I'm assuming you mean Lego built stuff, not like an actual fun fair. I mean, if there's a fun fair there, like, I'll go on that too, but I'm assuming that's what you meant. That's how I read it. I feel like I'm looking forward to Bricktastic more and more that people talk about it, especially because Greg keeps going on about how it could be like bigger than Brickworld Chicago, which I think is like a massive thing to say. Like, that's huge. Because when do we ever in the UK have anything that's like bigger and better than anything in the States? So, and I'm not being funny, but if it saves the trip over to Chicago, then yeah, I'm all for it, because I actually think, I was thinking about this when Greg was saying how long it takes him to get to Manchester. I think it actually takes me less time, but you would assume it doesn't because it's in England, but because it's like more north sort of England, it's a 4-hour drive for us, because we'll be driving it for sure. Yeah, we are just gonna drive. Is everyone else getting the train or driving, or what's everyone's plans? Or those of you that are in the chat that aren't going to Bricktastic, have you guys been to any Lego conventions? And what did you think? So I was interested to know people's different perceptions of different Lego conventions, because I've been to a couple of small Lego events. I wouldn't call them Lego conventions, but yeah, some of them have had totally different vibes about them. But you would never know or think that before you go. So yeah, I'm interested to know what other people's experiences have been. Also, be really interested to know people that display at Lego conventions. What are your anxieties about displaying? Do you generally feel quite worried that the public are gonna touch your displays and stuff, or is there any concern about people stealing, or because these things get so busy, so it must be hard to keep an eye on everything all the time, especially if you've got a big table and there's so much points of contact for people over to your mocks and stuff. So I just remember thinking that when I went to one, I was watching kids and stuff, and I didn't see anyone touching or stealing anything, but I remember thinking it would be so easy for someone to do it. So yeah, it did get me a little bit concerned. You're sitting on your bed watching my stream. That's lovely. Get all cozy. There's a couple who have a fun fair that teaches shows which has lights and movement. They're awesome. Oh, that sounds so cool. Okay, if they are at Bricktastic, guys, you're going to have to divert me over to that table and show me. That is your task for Bricktastic. Whilst you're not standing next to your own mock. Oh, it's a 4-hour drive for you as well. Okay. Ah. We should text each other. We should have a WhatsApp group being leaving now and see who gets there first. Or you're probably going the day before, right? Because you're displaying. I need to check when we've booked our hotel for, because I remember thinking, oh, everyone's going a little bit earlier than what we were planning on going for. So I'm oh, I kind of want to go the same time. 3 hour by train. I will be traveling by train. Oh, okay. So you'll get a little bit of a head start. We displayed at Burma this weekend past. Oh, of course you did. How did that go, Mark? I totally forgot to ask how your yeah, how it went. Totally forgot about that. So sorry, forgot to ask. That convention that you forgot you were going to. Oh, 2 hours. Oh, nice. Right, Martin's in the lead with 2 hours. Oh, amazing. What was the best part of it for you, Bubby? I'd love to know. Limerick. Okay. Even if you've only been to one, tell us what was your favourite part of that one. I'd love to know. That's where you first met Gaz, Mark, the Bods, Trev, Martin, Kerry, Kale. Who am I missing? Oh, everyone was there. I'm so glad I missed it. We had bought the tickets and everything, and I was just you know what? This is not a good idea. If I give birth at Bricktastic, that's not going to be something anyone's going to want to remember. Because I was oh god, Bricktastic's this second last weekend of February, and Leia was born the first week in March, so yeah. No. And that would have been so much standing and walking around. No. And I was I remember saying to Aaron, because he was actually still saying that we should just go. It was me that made the call to say that we're not going. Because basically we went to the Disney 100 exhibition in London in January, and I was struggling. I was and that was January. I was really, really struggling walking around London and everything. And I was no, if this is what I'm just here, closer to the time, I'm not going to be able to do it. So yeah, better finding out that way. And I was I want to be on form when I meet everyone, all my friends and stuff. I don't want to be this grumpy, tired thing. No. means next year's gonna be epic. Epic. So excited. So excited. And it means I can drink as well. Just a little. Well, 5 ads in your stream so far. 5 ads? Really? No, they don't pay me very good at all. That's why I have it on low. I'm so sorry if you guys are getting loads of ads. That I feel cheated that you guys are getting loads of ads, because honestly, I make pennies from the stream. Like, I think the last stream I made like 5 pence. Like, it's so bad. I know, I'm so excited. Where are you guys staying? Are you staying somewhere? Are you just traveling up? I can't remember where everyone's from. Yeah. Oh, and I can't remember what the hotel is that we're staying in. It's not one of the like super duper duper close ones. It's like, but relatively speaking, it's close. Because there's loads of hotels right near the convention venue, isn't there? So, yeah, it's all good. But yeah, they're getting savvy to this event though, because I did have a look, and like the prices had gone up so much for that weekend. So yeah, all the venues are already like, it's that time of year again. Must be that Lego event. So yeah, this is the way it's gonna go now, guys. I have heard about people nicking figs, which is my main concern, to be fair. A few kids' parents really don't understand do not touch. Yeah. It's because a lot of parents be like, oh, this is like a fun event to bring my kid to, where it'll keep them distracted and all this kind of stuff. Like, this is me speaking as like a parent now. Like, oh my god, like the amount of times that we're just like, oh, what can we take Nova to, like, that she'll enjoy? But like that, I wouldn't obviously let her do anything like that. I would feel really scared actually, like of her breaking something, that I would be extra cautious. Yeah, that sucks though. Parents need to parent. Otherwise, why? You know? Oh, I just lost a bit that I found. You do get concerned a little as little hands do reach, and you have to kind of be a little numb to it all to get through. Otherwise, you'll constantly be checking if they touch. Yeah. It's a hard one, right? Because you'll feel like you can't say anything to kids. But also, like, you shouldn't have to feel awkward and have to say something to the parent sort of thing. You know? And yeah, I suppose it's like sometimes they are just like, they look like they're going to touch, but they're just pointing because they want the person that they're with to see what they're talking about. But yeah. All it takes is to get overexcited at something and then just knock stuff over. Has anyone had something majorly like broken or damaged on their displays because someone touched it? Oh, that would be a nightmare. No, that piece doesn't go there. No. I wouldn't display any minifigs you aren't willing to lose. Yeah, I think that's probably what I would be thinking as well, sadly. Because I would just feel like so annoyed at myself if I did and then they got stolen. It's so sad you have to think about that, but yeah, I would probably agree with that. Unless like there was like a barrier and people seriously couldn't get like too close, like within arm's reach sort of thing. But otherwise, all the Lego events that I've been to in the UK have been like people can proper get in there, they can like climb into your build basically. So if anyone ever visits Edinburgh, if you go to the museum, which is on Chamber Street, it's up like the Royal Mile and stuff like that. actually just within like the main reception area, there is a Lego build of the museum, which is amazing. I don't know what made me think of that just there, but just off the top of my head, it is very cool. I guess because it's obviously like a build that people can go see up close. It's huge. I don't know who or why it was built, but yeah, I remember like having to take a double take. That's not why I went to the museum. We went to take Nova for like a day out, and I was like, oh my god, that's Lego. That is a whole brick built museum. Makes the Lego museum look like nothing. We are cooking with gas. The key is to use fake versions of expensive minifigs. That way if someone steals them, the joke's on them. Just like put in the foot where it would usually say Lego, gotcha. It was amazing. So good. No worries. Oh, I'm glad it went well. Everyone's like, yes, Tyce it. That is the way to do it. I have never been to anything Lego, lol. I just started doing Lego about 8 months ago. Oh, well, I would definitely recommend going to some Lego events because it's amazing what you come across and like the builds, and it really, I just find it so inspiring, like what people have created, and people are so chatty, and it's like obviously it goes without saying it's an event for all ages, and I think that's what's got me more in the feels when it comes to Lego. Isn't actually believe it or not, necessarily seeing like adults and kids come together and like being able to do something mutually, but it was this one time, it just sticks in my mind, that I went to the Lego store, and this, I saw this at Lego events as well, but at the time that sticks in my mind is when I went to the Lego store and I was at the pad wall, and I was like looking at some parts, and this little old lady was doing it as well, and she looked so old, like must have been well into her 80s, and she was like trying to find some parts and stuff, and I started talking to her, and she was actually quite shy, and I noticed that she was like picking out parts, like very specific kind of parts, and I generally do talk to other people when I'm at the Pablo, just kind of like that, because people are obviously like, you know, collecting to build something, so people are always like keen to talk about what they're building. But she was quite shy, so I had to kind of like pry it out of her, and she was like, I just like buildings and stuff like this, and it was just so nice and so wholesome, and it just made me feel so happy. I was just like, oh, this is so lovely. Yeah, so, but yeah, Lego conventions are like, I suppose, really great for older people as well. So I think actually in our local lug that I'm not actually in, I was like part of it, but I never actually attended anything because I just didn't, wasn't able to like make any of the events. But I think that is like predominantly like older people as well. So it just goes to show though, like it's not really an age demographic that's represented, I would say, in the community, obviously online, because I guess a lot of older people don't use social media and stuff, but it's nice to know that that's there for them as well. That literally Lego is for everybody. I remember the first time that we took Nova to the Lego store and she was actually able to stand on her own 2 feet at the like Duplo station that they always have in the Edinburgh store. I've got a picture on my Instagram of it, and I was like, oh, she's like old enough to actually like play with it now. That was nice. That was a nice day. So, yeah. She still obviously doesn't know how to build anything. I mean, the other day she was like, she had like wooden blocks out and she was like building a tower. And I was like sitting on the couch and I was just like drinking a coffee or something, and I was like watching her build. And honest to God, she was genuinely shouting. She can talk some words, but she can't like talk properly. And she just talks away to herself as a 2-year-old does, like blah 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 blah, like incomprehensible. And then she would just shout at the blocks, like, and then she'd be like la 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 la, la la la, like shout. And I was just sitting there like, okay. I don't know why. I'm just getting very angry at these blocks, so I imagine if we threw Lego into it, she would get just as annoyed. Oh, you don't have a favourite part. It was the whole thing. Oh, that's lovely. That's so good. Oh yes, take super comfy shoes. I will. They'll be good, sturdy, on your feet all day walking shoes or something for that. That's a mock. My own creation. It's not brick built, but it's definitely a, you know. Oh god, can you imagine? Oh god, I would have been mortified. Oh, look who's popped on in out of lurk mode. Look. Greg's here. Hey, Greg. How's it going? Getting all prepped for tomorrow's stream, I imagine. Oh, I keep meaning to send you pictures and then I just totally forget. You know what it is? Is it would be so easy for me to send you pictures via DM, but I remember you saying it's easier if people email them, so that I just end up being like, okay, I'll download them and then I'll email them, and then I just forget. So, yeah. I need to actually do it. This is getting too full. Ah. Oh my god. We're almost through this tray for these small parts. Well, we think anyway. I'm going to have a really good sweep at the end to see if I have actually got all the parts. And Greg, I know that you're disappointed that I've had to cancel for tomorrow. I have a feeling you were maybe going to talk about a certain Disney set, but if you rewind my stream, I talk about it and you can just pull my points from there if you like. I've talked about it quite a bit at the start of the stream, so there you go. It's as if I was still there. Assuming you're going to talk about it, because it has been officially released now. The images, anyway. Oh, I'm going to miss the beans, though. Don't worry, I'll watch on catch up. Don't miss the beans. Beans. Oh, there's like two little studs stuck together. I can't get them apart. Yeah. Everybody's saying, hey. What is Greg hinting at here? What do you mean? I'm still got my eye on this year. 1 or 2 special things coming up. Dangling the fruit. What is it? What is it? Remind us, when is London being unveiled again? Is that next year that you said you were going to get that done, or is that this year? I can't remember. London. Yes, I believe, Chris, you said that as well in our chat, right? I think I must have missed the memo on that one, because I did not know that. I did not remember reading that. Simpsons. Do. Is there any particular reason why they would be bringing Simpsons back? Is there any sort of like anniversary or something coming up, or is that just total? Is that just random that they're bringing it back? Surprised they only ever did 2 sets in the first place, because it was just the house and the Quickie Mart, right? The separator will become the brick slapper. Who is this Karen parent? You're gonna have to tell us about this, like, story. No worries, Em. Speak soon. Smacked in error. Smacked makes it sound very, like, deliberate, though. Like, phew. How does someone accidentally smack something? If you said knock, then fine, but smack. Gosh, that sounds like it was an absolute, like, everything was destroyed, surely. gonna have to tell us more. How far behind the chat is Bonnie Bricks? I am not that far behind. Okay, well, let me just catch up then. Greg, maybe it's because you filled up the comments so much. Had Brickmania on my mind today. More behind than our sorting. Ha ha ha. There was a Karen who let her daughter play with my display behind the table. What? Who does that? What? That is bizarre. That is just crazy. That is so entitled. I can't even. Oh, God. Horrible. That's annoying. You must have just had to stand there, just let it happen. How big was what? You're gonna have to tell us what you're talking about. Out of all the Lego sets Lego has put out, which one would you say is the worst? Oh gosh. Let me think on that and I'll get back to you. Oh, that's so cute. No worries, Nicole. Have a lovely night. I can't believe the time already. Christ. Gosh. No worries, Nicole. Thank you so much for popping in. It depends on the day. Oh, in about 20 minutes. You're revealing something in about 20 minutes? What? Right, great. Right, so you're going to give us news in 20 minutes, right? Oh, I've been spotted by Bonnie. Right. You're such a troll! Get back onto your bridge, your London Bridge. Is that why you're called London Bridge Bricks? Because you're a little troll who lives under a bridge. We'll call you Troll Greg. I was working on a video. Oh, okay, so you're going to release a video in 20 minutes. Okay. I am very intrigued. Okay, caught up with the chat. No more trolling. Greg the troll. I need to get back onto trolling your sticker videos. I was going to do something else, but I never got around to it. I need to do that. And I'm not going to say what it is. Right. I think we've actually got to a good point given the time, because we are nearly at the corner of this tray for these parts that I was sorting. So, yeah. And I'm going to have to swap out these trays because they are getting so full. Oh, well, at least I'm going to have loads of parts sorted. Win, win, win. Although it's going to be even more daunting for me to now go back and sort the rest of this because, as I said, these parts are just a real mishmash. So it's going to be a very, very long process to sort the rest of these now. More poo pieces. I also had a white poo piece, so I'm guessing that's whipped cream. I hope it's whipped cream. Oops, that piece doesn't go there. Ah, don't go in deeper. So I don't know what I'm going to do for next week's stream. I don't think it'll be sorting because, yeah, all these parts are just going to be all over the place in my drawers, so that would be too many trays to have on the table. But I will have a think what we can do next week. That will be very productive. The thing is, if I manage to get more of that mock done during the week, I might get it to a point where I can actually have the parts that are left on this table and then we can work on the mock. That would be interesting because no one will have ever live streamed that mock before. And I'm so keen to get that more done because it means I can get everything off the table and it's going to look awesome for sure. Yes, no comments on this week's sticker at Bonnie Bricks. I was quite disappointed. What sticker? On this week's sticker? Wait, so one that you're going to start using tomorrow, or one from last week? Question, what is the next set going in your Lego world? The next one... Well, I'm going to start working on the mock that I'm going to do. So that will technically be the next one. It's not a set, though. If it has to be a set, it's going to be the... I'll work in the medieval town square, which I've built. I just need to work it in there. Yeah. Everything just needs to be grounded, solidified in to where it's going to go. The next one I'll probably actually build will probably be the biking village. I've got that in my backlog to build, and that's probably the next big one, because, yeah, I'm trying to build the big stuff first to then work around it with, like, smaller stuff. So, yeah. A white one, what did you eat? I didn't eat nothing! But yeah, it must be, like, cakes or something. Why else would they make these white parts? Little white piece. Okay, someone give me another use out of that that's not a cake. Points to the person that gets comes up with an idea first. Something you can use that white whipped piece for that's not cake. Well, it didn't take long. Just saying. Such a troll. Well, I've offered for you to build stuff, Aaron, and you haven't. You've just stayed in your little man cave, so yeah. I don't have the burrow, unfortunately. I would love to get it one day, but I don't have the burrow. I think a lot of people have built that live recently as well, so yeah. Be watching the same stream over and over again if I built it as well. Stickers 27. Am I going to have to go onto your channel right now to see if I can see the sticker on it? I'm intrigued now. Where is it? If I go on your channel, will I see it? It's not showing me at the mall. If I... Will this work? Oh, don't play a video. Sticker 27. Is that just like a made up thing that you've just said? It's not actually like a... Yeah, it sounds like they're pushing them a lot on my stream as well, because I honestly don't have it set high, like genuinely. So if you guys are getting a lot of ads, I am really sorry, because I ain't seeing really any revenue from that. Like, I will gladly show my revenue information. It is poor. I remember saying to Aaron, I was like, oh my god, like, they take half of like everything, half of like super chats, half of memberships, half of probably more of like your ad revenue. It's crazy. Like, no wonder YouTube makes so much money. But yeah, I didn't take that long to get to your comments. Oh yeah. Frosting. Yeah, well, it's kind of like whipped cream. So I won't accept that, Tyson. That is pretty much the same as cream. So I want another idea. Latte, yeah. Still kind of like cream though. Crab shell, that's a good one. Yeah. Could be like a crab shell. I'll give it to Tyson then. Right, okay, so I should bear that in mind for a seaside scene, to use it for that. That would be the best idea, I would say. Or in a cafe, I suppose. The odd massive whipped hot chocolate. We're almost at the end of this tray for these parts, so I'm determined to get this finished. It really won't look like it. I can see the view that you guys have got, and you'll be like, she's not made any progress. But I can confirm I have definitely sorted quite a few parts. Whoop. So that's all that matters. You know what would be amazing for someone to do? And, you know, Gaz, Mark, I think you guys could be good potential people for this if you ever could be bothered, is to like come up with like a book or like a booklet or something stating like all the interesting ways to use this part, and just like have a catalog, like a list of ideas of like, oh, this part is also good to be used as this, like things that people wouldn't normally think of, sort of thing. Or even if it is like a little bit more detailed, like building techniques sort of thing. That'd be such a good thing for someone to create. Yeah, I would definitely buy that. Oops. Mark's like, ooh, I might steal that with credit. No, yeah, do it. Honestly, I think that'd be such a good idea. I would absolutely look into that if someone did that. Like, I would pay money for that. Because sometimes, like, it's just, you just need a fresh pair of eyes to think up these ideas sometimes. Or if people are more experienced at building, like, they might have all these ideas. Oh, a collab! Do it! A collab with Gaz and Mark. Honestly, guys, do it. Do it, do it, do it! And I'll take the first mock-up copy for free. Thank you very much. Mock-up copy. I'll proofread it. Oh, we're doing it. Because how much would you like, you could sell that so easily at like Lego events and stuff as well. Because everyone's there, everyone's feeling like inspired by mocks and stuff. People are usually there like in the center of the room. There's usually like a fill up your cup with like random Lego parts thing. Like, yeah. You could wait yeah, make some monies. And help so many people like me. They're just like, what can I use this part for? Or why do I have loads of these parts? Ah, yeah, YouTube Premium, but then it costs so much, right? Ice cream as well is a good way to use the white piece, yeah. Oh yeah, I can use as decoration on buildings. See? Things like that could go in your book. I wouldn't have thought of that. Or I think they have actually used them for that purpose, but it's that kind of thing that you just need reminded of. So yeah. Wait, Brookmania just got a new UV printer that sports a red ink tank. Super exciting result. That's cool. UV printer, ooh. Complete segue, but Savvy sends a lot. Yeah, I had to like unsubscribe to so many different avenues for that. They just, ugh. Ah. See, I don't really have a lot of city sets, so that's why I maybe didn't know that. Collab name. I vote Manaz. Manaz or Gnurk. Menez. Menez. The Minoc. No. The the Menez Mock magazine. We could bring out like a magazine. It also serves as a tongue twister. We are almost through. Oh, ladybug! Another one. Okay, I'm about to do the sweep, where I will probably find both parts that I missed. Here's another cheese wedge. Sweeping. Cheese wedge. Oh, my brain is getting slower now with the muscle memory. Oh, there was a cluster there I missed. Dang it. Oh, wait, that mist didn't go in there. Go in there. Oh, just bounced out my hand into a tub. Okay. Yes. Another wedge, stud, flower. There was a cluster. There is a cluster. It also has pizzazz. Menez. Pizzazz. I don't know why, but Menez makes me think Menez like Shania Twain. I don't know why. Menez. I don't know. Oh. Mock and Peace. Everyone's trying to come up with names for this now. Can you imagine? Oh, it's like I missed this whole top section of the tree. No! It's getting to a point where I'm like seriously trying not to make certain trays overflow and spill because they're that full. So what are everyone's plans for the weekend? Because Friday is looming on us now. And yeah. Be interested to know what everyone's got planned for Friday 13th weekend. Ooh. Said I wasn't gonna hide and call in sick from work tomorrow. So they'd have to go outside tomorrow. So many printed parts, and that's just of these types of pieces. There is very likely to be bigger parts in here that are printed as well. What else could you use the brickhead eyes for that aren't eyes? Like these pieces. What else could you use them for? Because you end up with so many, because you always get spares with your brickheads. And they're a very niche part. Ooh. sweeping back this way. Another piece there, miss. Another piece there, flower piece. Oh, more brickhead eyes. So many. I need a good use for those because there's just so many. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Oh. That's what happens when you buy brickheads. Wow, I've been very thorough with this at least. So that's good. We have got a lot done. And yeah, all these tubs are very healthily full, I would say now. It does get to a point though when they're so full that, like, if I was looking for a part in any of these tubs, like the tub would have to get emptied out to find anything because it's just so full. That's kind of like the poo piece, but different. The poo piece. Is it even supposed to be poo, or have I just called it that? Another cheese wedge. Another wedge, another wedge. And another circular tile, another wedge. Two by one. Ooh. Soon. I mean, there'll definitely be bits in here I've missed, but I think that's all the parts I was sorting. Oh, okay. And it looks like I haven't sorted anything. It looks the exact same. It is what it is. Welcome to the menagerie of mocks. I like that. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm always so bad for remembering. It's just past midnight over here, so I'm going to bed. Good night, all. Thank you so much, Matus. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And everyone else saying goodbye. Brickworld is Friday VIP night, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there Friday by myself, and Saturday with at least one other person. Oh, I hope you have an amazing time. Oh, that's exciting that that's this weekend. Full-on Lego weekend then. Yeah. I feel like that's why you have to do it in like spurts. If you just do it constantly, it just gets so draining. You need to remember to enjoy yourself every now and again with some Lego. Oh, really? It's not been changed at all. That's so strange. It's weird when that happens, when you literally stream the exact same time every week and you don't change the frequency. Must be something up with YouTube. YouTube must be needing the cash. No worries, Martin. We're going to wrap up soon now anyway, so no worries. How sorted does your parts collection get? Oh, it's hard for me to put a number on it, but yeah. There's a lot of sub-containers, let me put it that way. A lot. I sort by part and then colour for some, but not for all. But yeah. Everyone is saying goodbye, and Greg is away as well. No worries. Well, you know what, guys? I am going to wrap it up there because we're actually just past the 3-hour mark anyway. So that has actually been really good timing. I didn't even mean for that to happen, but I managed to sort through all the kind of parts that I wanted to sort through. And yeah, I wouldn't dare try and sort through all that on stream because, as I said, that just needs so many different containers and drawers. There was no way I was going to be able to do that on a stream. So yeah, until next week, guys, that is me for streamy streams. As I said, I don't know what I'll be doing next week. It won't be sorting. Probably try and dig out another set for us to do, or hopefully maybe try and get that mock done. But I hope you enjoyed this kind of like slightly different stream for a change, like changing up what we were kind of doing. It was just a task I really wanted to try and get like started on, because yeah, it just feels a bit more productive, and yeah, meant other people could sort along as well. So if you did enjoy the stream, please remember to like it if you haven't already done so, and subscribe as well. And yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys same time next week. Bye.
But we are one step